Welcome everybody to the first official Student Congress meeting of the 08-09 academic year. My name is Darren Progress and I am the ASB Vice President and Speaker of Past Student Congress. Everyone you should have grabbed your binders when you came in, your PRS clickers. Please sign in if you haven't so far. And at this time, we're going to be in the state of the student body, and if you could help me welcome our ASB President, Andrew.
Good afternoon. Mr. Vice President, members of the 2008-2009 ASB Board of Directors, newly elected members of Student Congress, President Brower, members of the University Cabinet, faculty, staff, invited guests, and fellow students of Loma, Nazarene University. It is my esteemed privilege to stand before you this afternoon with the opportunity to speak on the state of our student body. My colleagues and I on the ASB Board of Directors have set forth what I believe is a forward-thinking agenda of goals and initiatives, and it's my honor today to share our vision for the year ahead, as well as for the future of student government at our university. At this time, I'd like to introduce my colleagues on the 2008-2009 ASB Board of Directors. They can stand. On this far end, our ASB Director of Finance, Mr. Ryan Bennett. Our ASB Director of Communications, Tracy Lee. Our ASB Executive Secretary, Sophie Borman. Our ASB Director of Activities, Aaron Bernhardt. Our ASB Director of Spiritual Life, Ms. Floyd Nelson. Our ASB Director of Student Relations, Ms. Kendall Richardson. And last but not least, Mr. ASB Vice President, Darren Roberts, Speaker of the House of Student Congress. Thank you. The road that has been traveled by countless individuals serving in positions of ASB leadership has been one that has evolved steadily over time. This last year was one of continued change as we participated in the inaugural State of the Student Body Address, but also the intentional creation of a new partnership between two branches of our student government, the Board of Directors and Student Congress. Having served as an ex officio member of Student Congress for the last 2 years by virtue of my position as ASB Executive Secretary, I have had the distinct opportunity to bear witness to the positive evolution of this body, from a small group of students who gathered on a semi-regular basis to think about student concerns, to the entity today which is represented by each of you, having been duly elected by your peers in your residence halls to represent them this academic year and participate as agents for positive change on this, our university campus. With the vision set forth by last year's ASB Constitution Task Force, a structure of standing committees has been created to even further the advancement of Student Congress. In the year ahead, with your service on one of 5 standing committees set to mirror the departments represented on the University Cabinet, we will have focused efforts and energies invested in virtually every aspect of university life, from academic affairs to external relations, to finance and administrative services, to spiritual development, and lastly, student development. This framework that has been set forth is one that I believe will positively impact our work together representing the students of Point Loma, both in the year ahead and in the future. I look forward with anticipation to seeing what this body is able to accomplish as it extends its representation to every corner of this campus. With this new framework for which Student Congress will function, your ASB Board of Directors has made strident steps to maximize even further the work of the entire student government system at Point Loma. For countless years, the work of student government has primarily been in the areas of spiritual development and student development, primarily because of our close proximity and location to both of these offices on the 3rd floor of Nicholson Commons. There has been a long history of professional and personal connections between elected ASB leadership and staff members working near the student government suite. With the visionary work of student government this last academic year, we have intentionally made a top priority to invest in creating partnership with administrators, faculty, and staff in another cabinet-level department, the Office of the Provost and Academic Affairs. As we have sought to partner together over the last year, there is a developing and productive relationship being formed with the valued leadership of our Provost, Dr. John Hawthorne. This guiding connection that we believe will impact students in areas of academic life for years to come is at the heart of the new student government that we are envisioning. If the mission of student government is to represent the needs, the opinions, and the perspectives of the student body of our university, then we cannot effectively serve if we are solely engaging and partnering in the areas of spiritual development, student development, and most recently academic affairs. At the heart of the vision that I see are students being served by elected student leaders who are connected to every area of university life on our campus. It is with this that I anticipate great opportunity for connections between administrators, faculty, staff, and student leaders alike, with a common goal of positively impacting Point Loma Nazarene University. The vision for the future of student government can most immediately be evidenced in the short-term and long-term goals and initiatives set forth by my colleagues on the board of directors. As we anticipate this year ahead, as well as the future of our university, we want to be striving for the accomplishment of clearly defined goals that will be the focus of our work together as a student government. Our first goal as a student government in the year ahead is to strive for an energy-efficient university. Clearly, the topic of sustainability has engaged our campus in recent years. We have seen the growth of our recycling program to expand into a holistic emphasis on what sustainability can look like on a university campus, with programs such as Creation Care Week, Recyclemania, and other programming of prominence known to several across our city, our state, and most notably our nation. With this, over time, we have seen the creation of a campus culture of recycling. We as student leaders now are striving to create a campus culture of sustainability. More specifically, we see the first step of this endeavor beginning with evaluating our energy efficiency as a university. Through partnering with the work of the President's Resource Stewardship Task Force, we seek to connect many of the efforts already happening on campus to ensure a completely energy-efficient university in the years ahead. From reducing food waste, to changing lighting, to updating our washers, to even simply printing double-sided on paper across campus, these are just a few of the initial steps that we can start engaging ourselves in to reduce our need for energy in its multiple forms at Point Loma. Our second goal as a student government is to strive for a financially literate university. This student government initiative is one that I think is of great simplicity, but full of significant long-term value and importance for our university and its students. Through partnering with the Office of Student Financial Services, various alumni, and other entities on campus, we seek to equip students with basic skills and help inform them on matters of financial literacy that will prepare them to more ably engage in the world outside of Point Loma post-graduation. How to balance a checkbook, discovering what an APR is, how to apply for a smart credit card program, learning about how to deal with home mortgages. All in all, we as a student government seek to meet a long-held need for the students that we serve as they prepare to face these and many other topics and use these skills in lives of ministry and service after college. A vital component of the campus culture we envision in the future is a student value of giving to this, our university. By beginning new partnership within the units of university advancement and alumni relations, we are seeking to begin new connections with the university and students before they walk across the platform in the Greek graduation to receive their diploma, but instead earlier on in their Point Loma experience as we encourage an attitude of giving and investing in a place that has given and invested so much to them and to their lives. Our third goal as a student government is to strive for a more connected university. As we have begun our year of service as ASB directors, a key theme that arose out of our time in student government training was that of connection. This value that we seek to keep is one that is inherent in virtually every part of Point Loma. Our primary function as student leaders is to connect our peers that have elected us to serve with offices, programs, and staff that exist across our university. Through a newly expanded ASB Office of Student Relations, we are intentionally seeking to embed commuters in every component of student life. Additionally, through this office, which has typically solely been responsible for clubs and organizations, we seek to create an academic society for every single academic department at our university. It is at this level of student interaction where our peers can engage in thoughtful discourse, have opportunities for further scholarship, and create space for simple fellowship with the professors in their respective departments outside of the classroom. With this, we have seen an opportunity again to partner in providing expanded engagement with faculty and students on our campus.